and of course eventually it spread to Solskjaer. But since, a lot of work has been done on it, and I think a big part of it, not just that Maguire and Lindelof.
Key figure recently, hasn't he, in this upsurge in form for Manchester United. Only Bayern Munich in Europe's top 5 leagues on a...
What I liked about him when I saw him initially was not just his skill set, because we knew he had that, but his influence in terms of how vociferous he's been and how much of a leader he's been, you know, telling people that they need to do this, need to do that. That doesn't just come from Maguire at the back. When you see him producing the levels he's producing, the likes of Pogba will come back in and think, hang on a minute, I want to...
The Manchester United Player of the Month, an award extended into June. Nobody else has won it actually since he arrived at the club. It's just one of the temporary dressing rooms just next to the tunnel area there. They've been written off before. It's only 11 have responded well in adversity. And this may be one of the toughest tasks of all in the current climate of the Manchester United side in this sort of form.
I think so. The dressing room looks as if it's been penetrated with resignation. It looks as...
Players marking the birthday of the NHS by leading a moment of applause here to say thank you to the health workers, key workers, all those that have helped others during the current pandemic. The NHS launched 72 years ago tomorrow at a hospital just around the corner from here, actually, in Manchester. Let's bring you the team news, and it is straightforward for Manchester United. This is the same side that beat Sheffield United and Brighton so convincingly in their last 2 league games. In fact, it's the first time since November 2006 that the club have fielded the same starting 11 in 3 successive Premier League matches. Bruno Fernandes has 5 goals in his first 8 appearances in the competition, whilst Anthony Martial has 8 in his last 7 Premier League games here at Old Trafford. Bournemouth make 3 changes from the midweek defeat against Newcastle. Captain Steve Cook has a slight hamstring injury, so Diego Rico comes into defence and Nathan Ake takes over the armband. Lewis Cook and Junior Stanislas are preferred to Philip. Everybody taking the knee to show there is no place for Raul in society. Well, the narratives can be much more contrasting for these two Sunday, making them tick of late. Trying to find Wan-Bissaka, the most advanced from full-back bench. Because of that reshuffle at the back brought about by an injury to the captain Steve Cook. Hasn't made the trip. It was critical. Matic put under pressure, almost turns back into trouble here, and does against Dominic Solanke. Equally strong to win it back once more. And this is how it happened.
Off balance, so you can't necessarily... I mean, when you're in the air and then contact is made, it just throws you completely off with Rashford. Narrow Stanislas is, considering he's a wide man, but defensively it's different.
Here he goes, charging up the other end though, into more familiar territory for him perhaps. Of course, cut out by Ramsdale, rather greater protection than he had against Newcastle. Wasn't really much that he could have done about any of the 4 goals. Lindelof, who will try and prevent the corner as well. Schmeichel today. The amount of times that he's kept goal for this football club. Schmeichel today. The amount of times that he's kept goal for this football club.
Marcus Rashford to find them, and it just needed something more delicate, something subtle from Fernandes.
Got to it first as Ramsdale came racing out,
and you can tell how disappointed he is. Hand straight on the face.
Lindelof to Des. Looking there for Rashford. Mendes will try again. Now Lindelof with a bit of space to stride into. Continued his run here. And Ramsdale again out quickly and bravely as he needed to be. Adam Smith to deliver. It will come for Stanislas in the middle. You know, he's done brilliantly here. And
way too much, but I love the
how squeezed in it. Well, it's stunning.
Skill on Maguire, the little nutmegs to come inside him and then angles against him, yet somehow he deceives the Spaniard to... I think Manchester United at this moment in time are truly stunned, but credit to Bournemouth.
Well, some story here direct from a corner actually at the end of 2015.
Probably pleased to have a set piece and that they can get something at goal, because
given against Jefferson Lerma. Challenge on Pogba, and as Pogba went down. Well, Rashford to strike it.
Buckle ball that Ronaldo he first started using.
And Ramsdale was equal to it.
And Ramsdale couldn't take any chances. Good footwork, and that's a good stop. The goalkeeper came charging like that, I'm thinking, and I think it got to be careful you don't plough into the attacking.
So at the midway point of the first half, we reached the drinks break.
And plenty Gunnar Solskjaer has been getting out of his players, wondering whether they can
break for Jefferson Lerma to clear.
To basically generate intensity.
Joshua King against Victor Lindelof. King's done well.
King after the pace to try and pick out
Solanke in support. Maguire in the way.
Yeah.
There goes Rashford. Running into the space left by Diego Rico, had gone down briefly.
But I think Fernandes with his vision. I think the keeper on another day, might get more behind that. So he just feeds Greenwood, and because he fires it at him, and
not quite able. Painful one for Anthony Martial. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's just said. Just glanced off the head of Nathan Ake. Was sure to
whether was there an offside in the build-up.
And by the way, is the video
get something on it, and as a result, it bounces. And yeah, it has to be handball. Although just wonder.
Dale.
Done by Marcus Rashford, and order has been restored.
Have to be precise,
but
it's round, and he is back for him, but a 20th goal of the season in all competitions. Flag up it against have been raised before. That was Dominic Solanke here. Wonderfully taken. Oh, it's a brilliant effort.
I'm thinking he's going to hit this, and that is inch perfect from Anthony Martial.
It's King, and he thumps it in, and it might just be game on again. Matic getting a toe. This is Mason Greenwood. Goal cushion is swift. Mason Greenwood. Oh! And Manchester United's.
With Leicester and Chelsea stumbling, you must smell some blood in the water for that top four chase.
Of course, it's nice to have shorten the distance because that's what we're fighting for. We want to get to Champions League next year. But we have to just have our own games as our concern, win one game at a time, and that's the boys have been very good at focusing on the next task.
And a very settled side, not only the same starting 11, the same bench as well. There were some strange stories running around last night. I don't know if you know about this, Fernandes and Pogba being out.
Yeah.
Luckily that's not the case.
No, I was
no complacency, they're all watchwords, but of course Bournemouth did United earlier in the season, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, of course. We've spoken about it, the next 5 games are against teams that we've lost points against, so we have got a point to prove to ourselves that we can win these types of games against teams that struggle. Like at the moment, it must be hard to be a Bournemouth player mentally, but we don't want to give them any hope at all in the beginning, because coming here will give everyone energy.
Thanks very much, Ollie.
And we're going to need to rise to the challenge today. It is one of the biggest ones, as I said, and I hope that inspires the team. In some ways takes the pressure off, and we know we have to perform to the very highest level.
You've been talking about belief during the week. Can you see the belief in your players still?
I retain the belief. I think they do. We need a little bit of luck that we haven't had. We need a ball to bounce for us. Even the game against Newcastle, such small margins always between winning and losing. We hit the inside of the post right at the beginning of the second half, and we need just something to fall for us. Hopefully we can create that today. I think we've got to have the mindset that we create our own luck.
You've had 3 changes today. One of them is Steve Cook, who's out completely of the squad. Is he injured, or is that a direct response to your upset at the criticisms being made this week?
No, he's injured. There was no direct upset with what Cookie said. It's just probably the way it came across. There was nothing intentional from his side. He's injured. He's a big player for us. He was a captain when he was fit and playing. So we're going to miss him badly. And Chris Mepham's picked up an injury as well. So we missed those 2 today.
It seems a long time ago, and it is, but look back to November. Of course, you beat United, so it gives you something.
Yeah, we've done it before this season. We played very well that day. We were very good defensively, we were really solid, and we were a real threat with the ball as well. So we have the ability within the squad. That has never gone away. We just need to believe we can do it. I think first and foremost, when you come here, you have to do that. I think the rest will follow.